this is what keeps happening.
Every 10 feet.
Every 5 feet, somebody has to pet Jelly or take a picture with Brittany.
Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, go see cars.
Yeah, right. If you're wondering why we haven't filmed anything until today, aside from all the booth appearances, the panels, the interviews, it's also Jelly.
What's up, Lite Brite Nation?
What's going on, Lite Brite Nation?
Welcome to SEMA 2019, aka the Gladiator and Supra Show. That's all we have for you guys.
Yeah, so thank you for watching.
Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm just kidding. But no, for real, there are so many Gladiators and Mark V Supras at this show here at SEMA.
More Gladiators than anything.
But they're infinitely abound.
But
anyway,
a few of them stand out, and we're actually standing right in front of one right now that has some super innovative stuff on it.
That we really want to show you. Now, all of you might remember Mr. Britt here from American Adventure Labs.
Yes.
They created the fender lights that we want on RTL, obviously now available for the Gladiator, but he's also created something and he's debuted something at SEMA that is absolutely insane.
Don't forget about his inner fenders that fit as well.
So now Britt here has actually created something that has solved a lot of problems that every overlander has probably experienced at least one point in their life, which is?
Well, first of all, I'm super annoyed when I roll to the side of my tent because my tent site isn't level.
Kevin does it all the time, but I'm usually the one rolling into him.
Yeah, it drives me absolutely nuts. So we fixed that, all right? And we fixed that by making the world's first sliding, articulating rooftop tent platform.
Sliding, articulating rooftop tent platform. Sliding and articulating, which means you don't have to be level anymore.
That's right, yeah. And it also means that you have all the cargo area above your tent. So now you can store mountain bikes, kayaks, super long fly fishing poles, skis,
literally
whatever you need.
Whatever your mind can imagine, you actually still have rooftop cargo space to tie down stuff.
Yeah, so because your tent's not the highest thing on the rack now.
No longer.
So you have tons of room up there.
But what's also awesome about the rooftop tent not being necessarily the highest thing is even if you're not running a mountain bike or canoe or anything else, that means that your center of gravity in general is lowered.
Well, and you're not elevated 10 feet off the ground to climb into your tent.
You can possibly fit in a garage.
Absolutely, you can fit in a garage. Yeah, no problems at all.
This is something that Kevin and I saw that this was a must had to show you guys because I think it's super freaking innovative and it's so absolutely amazing, and I think any of our overlanding viewers could definitely benefit.
And it's what we'll be running on our Gladiator.
What?
What? Okay, so we just walked into the SEMA Education, and this is what they're expecting for people here, and this is where Brittany's actually going to be talking. I don't think she expected this. Hey, Brittany, how you feeling?
I don't know.
Look at this.
Yeah.
So Britt, how you feeling right now? This is going to be your first ever talk.
We're just gonna get over with.
We're going to Hawaii to do something like this too.
Yeah, I know. This will be fun.
No, I'm filming you.
Oh, what?
Yeah, come here. What did you say? You came up. You said what?
I said I feel like Britney Spears right now. Like I'm about to go walk this runway and knock out a rad rendition of "Oops, I Did It Again."
Brittany
Spears.
Brittanys Spears. Yeah!
Up next, you may know this person from social media, YouTube, Instagram, or Lite Brite Studios, and as a competitor on Netflix is Hyperdrive. Please welcome to the stage, Brittany Williams.
Woo!
YouTube channel. I also am a drifter, as in I race cars, and I was a competitor on the Netflix's Hyperdrive. And my goal overall in my life is honestly just to inspire others at every opportunity to chase their dreams and follow their passions. But you're young enough to take the biggest risks of your life. To be to where I am, to have the YouTube channel that I did, I quit an extremely well-paying job, and I went from making a lot of money to making nothing. I had saved up enough money to live about 6 months that way. If it didn't work out, I had to go back. But I took the risk. I left all of it to pursue something I really, really wanted. And you're young enough that you can rebound from failure. I fail almost every single day in some way, shape, or form. And I think it's a crucial part of learning and growing and finding what that passion is. But you're never gonna get to that point without taking risks. If you're sitting on the couch every day, opportunities aren't just gonna show up at your door. You have to go find them.
So if you haven't figured it out already, obviously we're not gonna do a whole lot of coverage in terms of Gladiators and Supras because there are literally a million of them here, and I'm pretty sure a ton of other channels are gonna do a really great job of going over them. But there is one Supra I do wanna give you guys a quick glimpse at, and of course, that's the little red rocket, which is my Supra. Guys, so this has been at AMS Performance for the last several months, basically since the moment that we bought it, and we've been building it ever since. AMS Performance has been doing the tuning. We have a larger stock frame turbo on it, but we recently had a couple other things done, and this is the very first time that we have ever seen our Supra in person since we've had all this done. So first things first, the exterior. You might notice that there is a couple things that we did in terms of accent-wise to make this thing look a little bit sleeker and accentuate the lines, basically. And of course, that meant adding black matte vinyl here to match our side skirts, gloss black on the roof to help everything line-wise from the windows to the roof to the back kind of line up a little bit more. And then of course, we added this to the deck lid as well, just to accent some of the lines that were already there. More or less, we did all this just to tie everything together. And I will say 100% this was all Kevin's idea. I'll give him the credit. I was skeptical at first, but it turned out to look freaking amazing. They even went so far as to go ahead and tint all of the reflectors, not just on the rear bumper, but on the front as well. Now, another thing that we did are our all new Status Racing bucket seats. All suede, all red stitching, all beautiful. It's so sexy. It turned out so good. They are also fully slidable, and the back adjusts as well, which is, for comfort, because we will be driving this thing across the country to tracks everywhere. Now, another thing that you might notice are the rims. So we had a lot of people ask us about these bad boys here, what wheels we went with. These are the OEM wheels. These are the wheels that this came with from factory. We just had them powder coated. The black didn't really do much for the car itself. A little bit of bronze, and they look amazing, which is awesome. We also added spacers because we needed a little bit of better fitment going on there. And of course, they're wrapped in Milestar tires because we all know that Milestar makes amazing tires. Now, last but not least, the most amazing part. Take a look at our all-new JL Audio sound system, built custom by Car Audio Fab and installed by Sounds Plus in Naperville, in the Illinois area. This is freaking amazing.
one really cool little detail. So we need to remove this if we're going drag racing or doing anything fast, just to remove a little bit of weight, but also the batteries under here. To get this out of here, it's pretty simple. There are these little beauty panels, and there's a little tab right here. You pull this off. There is a 5/32 hex wrench that he wrote on here that's literally magneted in, along with a warning: subwoofer enclosure must be removed prior to spirited driving. So you literally take your little Allen. Right here is the bracket that's actually holding in the subwoofer that goes to the factory brackets that were under here to begin with. So we'll move that, and then that's it. Look at that. So I just have to undo the wires right here, and we're good to go. Oh look, is it connected right there? Holy cow.
So another product that I had to showcase while we were here comes from the Bestop booth, of course. So they actually won runner-up for Best New Product from SEMA, and they got an award for Tora for having the best product, and it's this right here. It is the Gladiator bedside storage. So not only do you have all of this storage here with 3 different lifts, on this side you have the same storage over here on the other side. And what's even more rad is they incorporated their tonneau cover, which we all know that Bestop is phenomenal at making these, because look at this. It's still fully functional storage, so you still don't lose all that cargo space here inside the bed itself. So another new product that Bestop debuted here at the SEMA 2019 show was the all-new Trek Top Ultra for the JL, which is just like our Trek Top, except it does this. So it is a fully retractable soft top. So you get that OEM full retractability, plus that super rad slant back look of the Trek Top that we love on our JL as well. And of course, it still has that same zipperless technology that ours does. So taking the windows out and getting it fully topless is super duper easy. Alright, so although we are on our last day and we only have this one day to film, I am going to take a quick second to try to let Ian Johnson teach me how to weld, because I've never welded in my life.
Not try. She's going to learn how to weld.
I'm going to learn how to
and
weld.
I'm going to guarantee that you're going to be an expert at it.
From what I understand, women can be really, really good at this kind of thing.
Not usually are.
Usually are really, really good at this thing, so.
I have zero kind of patience. She has lots
A lot
of
more
patience.
patience.
So therefore, I don't weld. Although I probably should. Maybe. Maybe I'll just let Brittany weld.
I'll be the welder.
That looks awesome. I think you should just be the welder.
I just be the welder.
I'll be the pretty face.
So the secret to this is pretty simple. This is the tungsten. It's going to make an arc, is going to jump across that onto the piece of aluminum. What you don't want to do is you don't want to touch the tungsten to the aluminum while you're welding, and you don't want to touch the filler rod to the tungsten while you're welding either.
Look at that! Look! Dimes! Really bad ones, but they're there!
Nope, they're there.
What?
The only thing you did wrong here, okay,
Yeah.
is see how close mine is together
Yeah.
and how yours is fat? It's because you were moving too slow.
Too slow. Okay.
All right, now you're
Okay.
gonna do. Now we'll do like little rainbow stainless. Ooh, exhausting that stuff.
So I'm starting to figure it out. I can feel it on this when it's actually melting, and I can actually pull away and flip. And then of course we've got the all new Baja Designs S1s and the all new LP4s, just in case you find the LP6s or the LP9s a little bit intimidating. Okay, so it is the last day of SEMA. Kevin and I have been hustling to create a SEMA video because we haven't had any time this entire week to really film much of anything. And to top it all off, we just got a phone call and Optimus has invited us out to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway tomorrow, Saturday, to race my 2020 Toyota Supra out at their event. The downside is these seats, which are super rad, were only put in the day before the car shipped here. And the seats didn't come with provisions for a seatbelt buckle. So we currently don't have a way to strap myself into the seat to go racing. But right after we got out of the phone call, we were walking by Cusco and we noticed something really rad in the back of their Supra. And it's basically a rear trunk power brace that has provisions for seat harnesses, which is exactly what I need. So of course we walked over to check out all of this, which is everything that they've come out so far for the 2020 Toyota Supra. They have a front power brace, a rear power brace, the rear trunk power brace that I really need in order to go racing, and of course a front and rear sway bar. So we decided to bat a little eyelash and talk to the right people, and Cusco has been super ever so kind enough to let me borrow this because it is bolt-on. It literally uses 2 bolts to pull out the one that's already in there, the stock one, and it's 4 bolts to put this one in. And the structural integrity of this one is exactly what I need to make sure that I'm actually safely harnessed in. We're not just jury-rigging something together. That way, worst case scenario, I'm still completely and totally safe when I go racing tomorrow.
And right there, I see the provisions right here and here for the harnesses.
Exactly. That's all we need. So we also wanted to make a quick pit stop over here at Factor 55 because of course they come out with super awesome innovative stuff every single year, and this year they did not disappoint. So I have Greg here who's going to help demonstrate their all new rope retention pulley, which is pretty freaking rad. All right, show me what it does.
All right, so we just came up with this for SEMA this year, and it's a rope retention pulley. It mounts on a soft shackle like this, and when it rotates, the soft shackle is the bearing. And those little rubber fingers don't do anything until you get a slack moment. And once you get a slack moment, the rope can't come out.
So you don't have to worry about the rope.
Yeah, so the worst case scenario is if the rope comes down the side and binds, you save all that time and it's safe.
Perfect. Yeah, you guys are always knocking it out of the friggin' park. So another awesome thing that Factor 55 has done is they've actually created a recovery kit, because what we've noticed is a lot of people don't tend to know what they should be putting in a recovery kit. Well, Factor 55 decided to go ahead and make it easy, and they set it up for you. Now, they offer a small, a medium, and a large recovery kit. This right here is the large, which comes with all of this that you see here. And it all comes in this super awesome, really durable bag, which opens up really wide so you can get into it without having to like dig through something. You can see all of your recovery kit. It's lined with pockets. And honestly, it's it's pretty useful because, again, this comes with just about everything you could ever possibly need in the event of recovery.
Now what's really rad is E3 Off-Road is officially teaming up with Factor 55 to provide these same exact recovery kits for way less than retail value to all E3 Off-Road members. And if that's not good enough, they'll also include a bunch of other bonus items just for members as well, including the Total Approach to Getting Unstuck Off-Road by Bob Wohlers, which we all know is a total Bible for off-roading. Now I'll leave a link in the description below, but definitely don't wait because this deal is only valid through Sunday, December 8th. So head on over to e3offroad.com now, check it out because this is definitely a deal you don't want to miss out on.
Okay, so Brittany's gonna go race the Optimus Street Challenge tomorrow, and we've had nothing but craziness happening because one, our seats did not have provisions for harnesses yet because it was just coming to SEMA and it wasn't going to be driven. At the same token, AMS also flashed the car back to stock because it wasn't going to be driven. They want to make sure, like say somebody that we don't know did hot rod it. So we have seats, no harnesses, no seat belts on a valet tune, but somehow we're supposed to go race it. So we got with Cusco. We're gonna throw in their bar back here to be able to put harnesses on. We went to PRP. PRP gave us some harnesses to bolt up so that we can borrow those. But then we have a vehicle that can't be driven because it's in a valet mode. So AMS called up to his buddies over in France who do all the kind of computer stuff. Here's where it gets crazy. They can't flash it through the OBD2 to put a tune on it because the stock seat belt buckles are not in the car, which means they can't fasten the buckle to keep the car in the on position to be able to flash it. So I thought we were dead. I was like, okay, that's it. I went through all this, now I can do anything. No. So what they do is they actually are bench reading it. They went into the ECU, under the hood, read the ECU, what they call a bench read, but that's not the kind of tuning file that they have. So they got to take the tuning file from AMS, take the bench read, and they have to transfer all that data over. It's basically two different languages. So they have to transfer all that over into a language that can then be put back into the ECU because it's not going through the OBD2. So these guys are basically just all computer geniuses to be able to get this all done. I don't know if you all followed that. I don't even know if I explained that right, but I hope so.
Should be good to flash.
So that's one code to another code, back to another code. Correct. Flash back in. Oh man, I hardly even know how to use a cell phone. All right, so now we're back at the brain. We're gonna do brain surgery, finish up the brain surgery. Toot, 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 toot. Codes and codes and codes. As long as nothing smokes or breaks, I think we'll be okay.
Done.
That was fast.
And just like that, we're on a racetrack. We're at the racetrack. We're at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway because we're racing, and you're gonna have to wait till next time.
Yeah, so SEMA's over. SEMA's done. Today's Saturday, and
The
Brittany
last
got
day
invited.
of SEMA is probably the hardest day and the most hectic day of my entire life for the last very long time, but it's worth it because today's gonna be awesome. This is gonna be awesome. Stay tuned. We love you. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Remember, you can find all your Lite Brite Nation merch at LiteBriteStudios.com. All of your Lite Brite Nation decals at PixelDecals.com. We love you, and we will see you next time.
Bye, guys. This truck is so big, he didn't see the guy in front of him at all. He literally couldn't see the guy, and he literally just ran right into the back of him. Blew out his back window because the truck is that tall. He literally, his line of sight is over the car. And he smashed him.
So we decided to make a quick pit stop over at Circus because look at everyone who's here. What? Oh my God! All of the Hyperdrive crew is here, you guys. Literally, all of the Hyperdrive crew is here.